Adela Falk.
Good afternoon, Council. Today I'm here to follow up with a statement I made about misuse of RDA monies. Why is RDA funding being used for neighborhood code compliance to do inspections on medical cannabis collectives on the grounds of non-permitted use and tenant improvements, knowing that DSD has stated that medical cannabis dispensaries are not a permitted use in San Diego, not to mention you're in the midst of creating an ordinance. Next slide. On May 27, 2010, during a Crossroads RDA Impact meeting, a board member states, "Is the investigation of medical marijuana the intent of our program or funding?" Tracy replied that the neighborhood code is to enforce the municipal code, but currently these dispensaries are not a permitted use in San Diego. I'm asking you today then to create one, which I shared with you at a prior meeting. Then on August 26, 2010, the next slide, during a Crossroads RDA Impact meeting, my concerns were brought to light. Staff states they received complaints regarding Crossroads Code Enforcement Program. I question the use of RDA funds to specifically target medicinal marijuana collective. Davis states RDA funds should not be used to do code enforcement related to medical marijuana collectives, but nothing more has come of this. Why? Is the City Council and RDA going to use RDA monies to close medical marijuana collectives that fall out of the proposed zone in the ordinance once passed? Or if the ordinance is rejected, is this how City Council plans on closing all compassionate use centers? Next slide. I have a question. What is the agency's MOU with the City Neighborhood Code Compliance Division, and why is it not clearly stated on the City Council's website? Next slide. NCCD states we have more cases than can be processed given the limited number of staff. There are currently over 5,000 cases in our backlog. NCCD has enforcement priorities, thus where does medical cannabis compassionate use centers fall into this? After all, with over 5,000 open cases and some that fit into a priority 1, imminent health and safety hazards, why are you still enabling the targeting of medical cannabis centers? Next slide. This is simply a list from the NCCD site of code enforcement priorities. I see illegal uses that cause public nuisance. Wisdom Organics was not a public nuisance. We were a vital asset to our community. Over 150 people showed up in protest to NCCD code compliance inspections. So why again are you allowing funding to NCCD to target medical cannabis compassionate use centers? Next slide. And I'm ending with the NCCD mission statement. It states community concerns and attain code compliance. Wisdom Organics never received a complaint. Never. Ever. I went to NCCD Linda Vista planning, the NCCD meeting. According to the local officer, we never received a complaint. Renee Kenninger stated we never received a complaint. Yet you're allowing the funding of NCCD and the city attorney to both do code-compliant, Mr. Faulkner, code-compliance inspections, and the city attorney to issue cease and desist letters. I'm asking you today to not use RDA monies, as that's not the intention of it.